Hey everybody, Jaycie here. Are we wiggling? Is it me? Probably. Whatever. Okay, as I was getting ready to do this video for you guys this morning, all that popped into my head was say hello to my little friend. Why would that be there? It's from Scarface. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. Obviously, I am the founder and host of Cartwheels and Banana Peels, and I am your rebel storytelling coach. You probably already know that, maybe. So here's the deal. I put out a question the other day and I said, hey, what do you think the percentage of increase in sales you would get if you added storytelling to your sales calls? Just in general, to be honest, just in general, how much do you think storytelling would increase your sales? I got some very interesting answers, but here's what really got me. And I'm going to tell you what research tells us as well in a minute. So what I have seen, what people have responded with for that matter, was anything from huge, I don't think in percentages, which is one of my fellow ADHD sisters. I do think in percentages, but not all of us do, and that's totally cool. So it was huge. That was her view of it. That was her perspective. Amazing, right? Another one was almost at 500%. Another one was 83.25%. I had others saying, oh, it's 100%. 100% is going to dramatically increase your sales conversions. It's going to draw in your people, connect with them. And when you connect and build rapport, this opens to the conversation so that you build more rapport. Then, and only then, should you really be concerned about conversion and converting them to clients. Why would you want a client that doesn't relate to you anyway? I don't even understand that personally, just saying. So I had another conversation in a different group, and it wasn't with one of my female entrepreneurs or coaches. It was from a guy, so it's a little different perspective, but it comes from that masculine energy in the sales world. And that is storytelling is key, is the same thing, but they were talking about only success stories. So of course, it's Jaycie. So here comes trouble. I inserted the concept of being able to share any stories. When we share stories that are completely sometimes not business related, we may relate it back to something and turn it into an analogy, but we may not. If you've listened to Cartwheels and Banana Peels and you've seen the stories that I'm bringing to you with these amazing ladies and the guys, I'm getting ready to have a special episode come out on that before too long, they're not necessarily always related to our business, not at all. But it gives us this energy, this feeling of who those people are. And of course, I always share a story. So it lets you know more insight into me beyond my crazy wild energy and my ADHD brain. And my rebel, my here comes trouble. So it tells you different things like, oh, Jaycie likes spiders, freak. Or you go, oh, me too, and I think it's cool. Different things that help us relate to people and go, I don't even know what she's teaching, but I want to learn from her. Or him, whatever the case may be. That's huge. That is something that I have been more fully embracing myself in the last, even just in the last few weeks. Again, it's come through so strong, but over the last year or two, that so often the feedback I'm given from people is that they just want to be around me. And I'm just so taken aback by that. I'm like, why? I'm just Jaycie. But I share who I am. I'm authentic as all get out. You can feel my energy. You can learn things about me and know what you relate to. And it repels the people that are the wrong people. They're like, oh God, here she comes. Right? And I actually had a conversation with a colleague probably a month or so ago, and it was the same thing. She has a pretty high-end client. And she really, when they get on the phone for her monthly conversations, the coaching ends up not usually being about her business. So often, it ends up being a personal conversation. Because when we are entrepreneurs, whether you are not even at 6 figures or you're at 7 figures and beyond, it doesn't matter. this world can feel pretty damn lonely because we're a different breed. And then when you get into, my niche of people, which I keep talking about lately, is the Gen Xers and the ADHDers. And little secret. Shh. I actually just came across something that's called ADHD. So it's like a blend of autism and ADHD. And I had no idea, but I checked a lot of those boxes. So notice there, I just did a side story and I'm going to pull it back into what I was talking about. Those are my people. So when we are not only neurodivergent, but perhaps even super neurodivergent, we're different than just ADHD maybe, or we're different than people that are, I hate labels, y'all, and here I'm using them constantly, but are labeled autistic or rebellious, the rebel. They all call me trouble. All my friends do. It's funny because I have this big vivacious personality. I know you see it. So you will repel the wrong people. When you can embrace who you are and continue to learn who you are and meet your people, because again, I didn't want to go back to labels, but to meet your people, not just where they are, but with who you are and where you are, you get to meet, right? Like, I'm here. Oh, you're here or pretty close to. Oh my God. Boom. We're going to relate. We're going to connect. We need to work together because other people like us need us out there. Stop trying to fit in a box. You're getting another inside tip today. I have met this amazing new person in my life. New gentleman, super, super amazing. So we're in the beginning stages, but we seem to be so alike. There's so many things. And one of the big things is we don't fit in a box. Neither one of us. And you know why the universe sent this person and put him into my life and why I can connect so well with him? On his side too, not just me, but because I'm willing to just be me. This is who I am. So when we put ourselves out there with the fear of rejection, because y'all, I still have it, but I kind of just go, whatever. You don't like me? Okay. We will attract. I have just slid into the whole law of attraction manifestation thingy. But it's true. We will attract that vibration to us. So when you're telling your stories, you've got to learn what your stories are, obviously. It's not just the same old dime a dozen origin story or struggle to success story. Those are there, but we change them up. We make them entertaining. This is a longer episode than I usually do for you. So we change those up. We find those. And I have a knack for finding your funny, entertaining stories. So when we have those, we get to put out your energy and the way that you are. You don't have to be like me, but sharing who you are so that you connect with your people. When you do that, and it comes through stories, oh my gosh, you will convert the techie, logical language, jargon, but you will have have a much bigger increase in your sales. Connection, conversation, and very likely with the right ones, conversion. It's huge. Okay, so if you don't know how to tell stories, if you're like, I don't think I'm funny, or I don't know how to be entertaining, or I don't even know what my stories are, or because your brain goes a mile a minute and your story is too long and you lose people, there's a benefit to that, but we have to learn how to not lose the people, keep it entertaining. So I do have the new program coming out. Oh my God, it's just so much fun. This is how I am all the freaking time. Well, most of the time. So working together, being in a supportive space, that's huge. You need to reach out to me. If you're like, oh my God, yes, please, can I be surrounded by my entrepreneurial sisters and learn how to tell stories and share them and practice them and build relationships? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Reach out to me. Send me a DM. Let me know what's going on. What you're curious about. Just DM me storytelling or send me a whole audio because I like that better than all the writing personally. All right, I'm gonna get out of here because this is way longer than I normally do. Mwah! Have a good day, you guys.